Watermelon is one of the most refreshing fruits in the world. It's juicy, naturally sweet, and especially popular during hot weather. Many people love it because it feels light and hydrating. But if you have diabetes, a question often comes up. Is watermelon actually safe to eat? You may have heard mixed opinions. Some people say watermelon is healthy because it's a fruit packed with vitamins and water. Others warn that it contains sugar and might spike blood glucose levels. So what's the real answer? Should people with diabetes avoid watermelon completely, or can it still be part of a balanced diet? The truth is a little more nuanced than a simple yes or no. Watermelon can be both helpful and problematic depending on how much you eat, how often you eat it, and what you eat with it. In this video, we're going to break down the science in a simple way. We'll talk about how watermelon affects blood sugar, the right portion sizes, and practical tips that help people with diabetes enjoy fruit more safely. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how watermelon fits into a diabetes-friendly lifestyle. To understand whether watermelon is good for people with diabetes, we first need to look at what's actually inside it. Watermelon is made up of about 90% water, which is why it feels so refreshing and hydrating. That's already a positive point for overall health. It also contains several beneficial nutrients, including vitamin C, vitamin A, and antioxidants like lycopene. Lycopene is especially interesting because it has been linked to heart health and reduced inflammation. Now, let's talk about the part people worry about: natural sugar. Like most fruits, watermelon contains carbohydrates. When you eat carbohydrates, your body breaks them down into glucose, which raises blood sugar levels. 1 cup of diced watermelon contains roughly 9 to 10 grams of natural sugar. That may sound high, but it's actually moderate compared with many other fruits. The key detail many people miss is that watermelon has a low carbohydrate density because it contains so much water. So while it tastes very sweet, the overall carbohydrate load per serving is relatively small. But there's another factor that matters even more for people with diabetes: glycemic index. One reason watermelon creates confusion in diabetes discussions is something called the glycemic index, often shortened to GE. The glycemic index measures how quickly a food can raise blood sugar after you eat it. Watermelon actually has a high glycemic index, which means its natural sugars can enter the bloodstream relatively quickly. At first glance, that sounds like bad news for people with diabetes. But here's the important detail many people overlook. The glycemic index measures the effect of a fixed amount of carbohydrates, not a typical serving size. Because watermelon contains so much water, you would need to eat a very large amount to reach that carbohydrate level. That's why nutrition experts often look at something called the glycemic load, which considers both the GI and the actual portion size. When glycemic load is calculated, watermelon turns out to be much more moderate than people expect. In practical terms, this means watermelon can still fit into a diabetes-friendly eating plan, as long as portions are controlled. For people living with diabetes, portion size is often more important than the food itself. Watermelon is a perfect example of this. A small serving, about 1 cup of diced watermelon, contains around 11 grams of carbohydrates. For many people managing diabetes, that amount can fit comfortably into a balanced meal or snack. The problem happens when portions grow larger, because watermelon is refreshing and easy to eat. It's common for people to consume 3 or 4 cups without realizing it. At that point, the carbohydrate intake increases quickly, and blood sugar may rise more than expected. This doesn't mean watermelon is unhealthy. It simply means mindful eating matters. One helpful trick is to place your watermelon in a bowl instead of eating directly from a large plate or half watermelon. That small step makes portion control easier and helps prevent accidental overeating. When people with diabetes understand serving sizes, they often realize that many fruits, including watermelon, can still be enjoyed safely. Another strategy that helps people with diabetes enjoy watermelon safely is pairing it with other foods. When you eat fruit alone, the natural sugars can enter the bloodstream more quickly. But when fruit is combined with protein, fiber, or healthy fats, digestion slows down. This can lead to a more gradual rise in blood sugar. For example, You might eat watermelon with a small handful of nuts, a serving of Greek yogurt, or even a slice of cheese. These foods provide protein and fat, which help balance the meal. Fiber-rich foods can also help. Pairing watermelon with foods like chia seeds or whole grains may improve blood sugar stability. Another helpful tip is timing. Eating watermelon after a balanced meal often causes a smaller glucose spike compared with eating it on an empty stomach. These simple adjustments allow people with diabetes to enjoy sweet foods more comfortably without feeling restricted. Even though watermelon can fit into a diabetes-friendly diet, not everyone responds to food in the same way. Some people may notice that even small amounts of watermelon cause their blood sugar to rise quickly. Others may tolerate it quite well. Several factors can influence this difference, including insulin sensitivity, overall diet, activity level, and medication. People who are newly diagnosed with diabetes or those who struggle with blood sugar control may need to be more cautious with sweet fruits. A helpful approach is to monitor your blood glucose before and after eating watermelon. This allows you to see how your body responds personally. If your numbers stay within your target range, it's a good sign that the portion works for you. If glucose rises too high, you may simply need to reduce the serving size or combine it with more protein. Personal awareness is one of the most powerful tools in diabetes management. So, is watermelon a good food for diabetics? The honest answer is yes, when eaten in the right way. Watermelon contains natural sugars, but it also provides hydration, vitamins, and antioxidants that support overall health. The key is understanding portion size, food pairing, and personal blood sugar responses. A small serving of watermelon, especially when combined with protein or healthy fats, can often fit comfortably into a balanced diabetes-friendly diet. Instead of avoiding fruit entirely, learning how different foods affect your body empowers you to make smarter choices. Diabetes management isn't about removing every sweet food from your life. It's about building habits that keep blood sugar stable while still allowing you to enjoy what you eat. If you found this video helpful and want more simple, science-based tips about diabetes, nutrition, and healthy living, make sure to subscribe to the channel, and feel free to leave a comment below. Tell us, do you enjoy watermelon and how does it affect your blood sugar? Your experience might help someone else in our community.